enough stuff so we can go back and do some trading with the villagers that we found. Also, this area I have blocked off, and with the exception of these 3 lights, because you can't put lights up here, and I didn't want stuff spawning outside the fence, but I do want stuff to spawn in here. What I'm thinking about doing is actually kind of blocking some of the window areas off a little more. Just sticking something right in front of the windows, just to make it particularly dark where those are, so that it's dark in there. I know I have some other stuff, thank you. Just to, again, try to keep it nice and dark in here, so that stuff will... Alright, I don't know why there's a rabbit outside of the fence, but not the point. But I do want it to be blocked off. In there, this is darker than this is. But yes, so the point is that I want it to be nice and dark in here, so that stuff will spawn in there. And then these doors as they are. Just pop this off. There we go. So I'm hoping, the hope is that I will be able to spawn a zombie villager, and in here I have the stuff to make zombie villagers and some backup nonsense from monsters that I killed that were spawning out here. But I did take all of the torches off over there, which works out quite well for me, if I do say so myself. But yes, we are again in the process of getting the stuff for the village that we have to teleport to. We're going to fly off to go find it, which will work out quite nicely, I think. Yes indeed, yes indeed. And that way we can, my intention is to be able to get more diamond equipment that I don't have to use my actual diamond collection for. So that's what we're doing. Hi, welcome if you are a new viewer. I'm a real basic kind of girl. I like the nice vanilla Minecraft. I'm not trying to do anything particularly fancy, so if that's your gig, there are so many thousands of those videos of fancy farming and all that stuff, which is fine, but it's just not my vibe. You know, I keep it a little bit old school in that department, and I think there's something very calm and relaxing about, you know, just doing it the chill way. But I'm gonna hope that I can just get all that fun stuff organized. But I do some fancy stuff. It's just not as fancy as many others. You know, just like I said, keeping it pretty low key and on the chill side. And look, zombies. We have to get rid of you, I'm afraid, gentlemen, because if I don't get rid of you, then it reduces the chances of having another zombie spawn. We don't need that. There's that. I should eat food. Do I have some food on me? I sure do. So I had recently gone mining, which is why I have this in here, and yep, this can go right there. I have some ink sacks that can go over here. I've also, of course, been working on my hoard, which is what I'm all about. I'm all about mass collecting things. I'd given up on the Furious Cocktail for the moment because I obviously don't know what I'm doing, not that I do anyway, but we had recently finished the brown, the black, the grays, and we are nowhere close with the orange. We're very close with the light blue, getting there with the green. The cyan or cayenne are both very down, lime, yellow. Blue is completely done. Purple is so close to being done. Then we got pink, that's getting there, magenta, and red. So yeah, we have a couple of them that are super duper close, which is exciting. Let me climb down here. Let me fall down here. That's what I meant. Let me fall down here. So yeah, I have been trying to not sleep at night when I've been over here because, again, I want the spawning of things. Unfortunately, even though everywhere else in here, where did I put? Oh, right in front of the door like I thought I did. Nothing. I've been getting a lot of spiders and creepers as opposed to zombies. That's not fun for me. But what can you do? You get what you get, and you just keep snapping them away until you get something good, right? That's all you can do. All we can do. Speaking of all we can do, let us go ahead and get some other stuff. I need to make some bone meal so that I'm so close, by the way. Check this out. Wrong one. Aha! Look how close we are to getting a full collection of bones for the hoard. For those of you who are Minecraft collectors and hoarders, it's truly something magical to behold, isn't it? It is indeed. I just did that to my pork chops and now I'm very sad. Or beef steak things. I know what I'm eating and throwing into the bin here. Alrighty. Okay, that goes in there. You can come with me. 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 Why is there a smithing table there? Let's go see how much stuff we have in our traveling box. The traveling chest, the ender chest, we don't have much of anything, so I have plenty of room to stick this stuff. That's interesting. Then I also need to put this here, and this here. We'll stick this here. Brown wool. I'll tell you what, another thing is that there are some tradables in the wool department for dark gray and brown wool. That's why those were actually in the inventory to begin with. And I also have these two things. I'm hoping that I can get the armorer to give me a helmet and especially a chest pad because we're low and I can't believe I actually have been thinking of coming up here to come over here and get a new helmet or to fix this one up a little bit. Use what you got, right? I don't have a chest plate of any kind. That's unfortunate. I'll change that right now. And then I also need one of those. So I'll take one of those. Thank you. Because let's go ahead, see if I have anything in here. Okay, I do. More than likely I would have stuff in the top one. Go ahead and store that. And some extra. There we go. We're getting close on the lightning rods. I don't really want to strike anything with a lightning rod, to be honest. You know what, this is of no use if it's not on me body. Let's see, where are the books? Stick book right there. And the chest, milk. I don't have a thing of water. must have put milk instead of water in my bucket, because that's an explanation I have for that particular goings on. And I don't know what to do with the axolotls. I've tried to have them do stuff with me in fights, and they don't really do much at all. There's a skeleton. Let's go check that out over there. But the basic stuff has been happening. Go see if we have any spawns, because I really, really want to get my own village going here, so that I don't have to do a whole bunch of mass traveling to get to the other place if I don't have to. But we're going to hyper-focus on brown, dark gray. You know, I'm going to stick with brown, because it's easier for me to tell brown from the two grays get very, very confusing. But we're so close on the light blue wool. That was cyan. That I really would like to try to get a little closer with that. Oh, I guess and purple. Here's a brown, purple. They're just running around all over the place. It's... Hello? I'm also working on, you see out there, I'm working on expanding that. Don't shoot my cows! Even I don't do that. Skeletons are jerks. Any losses I experience out here, except for chickens, are usually due to skeletons, as opposed to me doing any herd thinning, etc. Are you brown or are you red? So yeah, we're just going to be doing some collecting here, because we're so close to so many good things. Fantastic. But yeah, just doing the basics is a whole bunch of fun, running around. And we're going to work on that then. After we get a little bit of a build up here, I'm going to go do some trading, see if I can get those better things built up. Most of the other things that, oh, almost forgot a piece of wool. That would have been terrible. Terrible. Nay. No, thank you. You don't learn. Alright. So, yeah, just gonna run around here. I do want to collect the brown wool, for trading purposes. Well, you're gray. I suppose if I come across the gray wool, I can distinctly tell it apart, which I can't always do. TBH. I think that's gray, not black. I have questions. But yeah, so what is your favorite thing to hoard in Minecraft? I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, diamonds, of course. Diamonds and emeralds. My answer is everything. I like having stacks of everything, because I would love to do that in real life, and you really can't, so Minecraft is a nice little ease way for that fun stuff. I miss it. I'm gonna say no, I got it, haha. For some reason it feels like extra wool when you do that. I know in reality it's not, but feels like it. It does something for me, okay? It does something for me. How are we doing? We got some nice little stacks going. So let's go ahead and do another little run around. But yeah, everything's gotten much bigger. You are black, you are not dark gray. Oh, I forgot some dark gray. I hate that, for some reason I think in the newest update, it doesn't do the auto pickup quite as quickly. And so if you run around, you miss stuff instead of it just automatically clicking in. It's very odd, and I end up having to backtrack all over the place because I'm like, how did that piece of wool or that bit of XYZ get over there? That's what I need to know. And I don't get a good answer. Which makes sense, because if my game started talking back to me and it's unintentionally designed that way, I would have to throw out my whole computer because it would clearly be haunted, and I would have to exercise the entire house. And I don't know if you've ever had to exercise a house. I haven't, but I've watched it done on TV, and it looks like it's a whole faff and a whole ordeal. So, don't haunt my computer. And then I would have to go buy a new laptop, and then I would have to, because I was worried about the other one, I would have to get the whole thing blessed, and there isn't a nearby church. I would have to travel so far to find somebody to bless, sage the computer, and I just don't want to go through all that. That sounds like such a huge faff, just so I can play Minecraft. So, we don't want that. Sorry, it's really cold, and so I have my heater on in my room, and I really should get a humidifier also in my room, because I am experiencing dry mouth, which leads to dry throat, because the air is so dry in my room, and it's very, very cold outside. But if I turn my heater off, I have wooden floors, not carpeted floors, and so it gets so very chilly, and then when I go in and out of my room and in and out of outside, I get the sneezels and the sniffles, just none of the fun things, especially with certain thou shall not be named events happening as well. Alright, how are we doing? 33. I really want to get a good chunk of... We're doing good on ground rule. I keep saying rule instead of rule. We're doing good on the brown wool. Do I have... I don't have any hay with me. Do I have any hay over here? I do. This is fantabulous. Let's make some more light blue sheepies. Hello? Just a couple more. Just to make it a little easier for me to get a hold of. I don't need these. I'll put those up. Why is there a feather over here? Why is there coal over here? I'm sure this had something to do at one point with me collecting bits of wool. I'm sure. I'm very sure. You want to know what it is? I think that I had more light blue wool than I did, because I just realized this second that I was also collecting the cyan or cayenne. However you pronounce it, I say cyan myself. I don't really know, nor do I care if that's correct or incorrect. But yeah, I think I'm going to run around and do this for a bit, and I will get back to you when we are much more developed along. Alright?